In plain sight but out of mind. What is the future of oceans and the likely impact on all of us? Oceans are essential to life on Earth. They boast a high level of biodiversity, supporting numerous species of plants, animals, and microorganisms. These diverse ecosystems provide essential services, such as nutrient cycling, waste decomposition, and habitat provision, which contribute to the overall health of the planet. Marine organisms also have various potential applications in biotechnology, pharmaceuticals, and medicine. Oceans provide a vast resource of food in the form of fish and other seafood, supporting food security for billions of people worldwide. Marine resources are also used for various industries, like oil and gas extraction, pharmaceuticals, and renewable energy, for example offshore wind farms and tidal power. Jobs, tourism, and recreational activities like fishing and scuba diving also depend on healthy marine ecosystems. Oceans bear the brunt of human activity, such as plastic pollution, industrial waste, sewage, and agricultural runoff. These pollutants can harm marine life, ecosystems, and even human health. Ocean acidification due to increased CO2 absorption is another growing problem, affecting marine organisms and ecosystems, particularly coral reefs. Coastal areas worldwide are experiencing erosion due to human activities like urbanization, extraction of sand and gravel, and construction. Additionally, the ongoing melting of glaciers and ice sheets due to climate change contributes to sea level rise, posing severe threats to coastal communities and ecosystems. So, what is the future of this vital resource? The uncertain future of oceans can be described through scenarios, covering business as usual, transformation, collapse, and growth. These scenarios can be analyzed using causal layered analysis, which consists of 4 layers: litany, system, worldview, and myth/metaphor. Under a business as usual scenario, humans continue their current practices without significant changes, leading to catastrophic global sea level rise due to climate change. A study commissioned by the United Nations Environment Programme warns that major global cities, including London, New York, and Shanghai, could end up partially underwater. With a 7.5-meter increase in sea levels beyond 2100 if temperatures rise by 5 degrees Celsius. And by 2050, there will be more plastic than fish in the oceans, an environmental crisis that's been in the making for nearly 70 years. If the current litany of current practices continues, it will lead to significant climate change and sea level rise. And systems-wise, we can expect increased greenhouse gas emissions, melting ice caps, and ocean temperature rise. We are stymied by the current worldview that short-term economic growth is more important than long-term environmental consequences. And by the myth that humanity's dominance over nature and that technology will solve all problems. A lethal model going forward for humans. In a transformation scenario, societies take decisive action to mitigate climate change, leading to a sustainable future for oceans and the planet. A new litany brings societal change and technological innovation addressing climate change and environmental issues. Systems change to adopt sustainable practices, renewable energy, and conservation efforts. Worldviews now believe in the interconnectedness of human and natural systems and the importance of maintaining a balance. And a revised myth/metaphor becomes the norm, where humanity is a steward of nature, working to preserve and restore the environment. Is your organization on this path? If not, it could face, along with everyone else, a collapse scenario. This scenario occurs when climate change and other environmental issues overwhelm human societies, leading to the degradation of the oceans and the potential collapse of ecosystems. The melting ice caps around the South Pole are dumping vast amounts of fresh water into the ocean, making it less salty and dense. This could slow down deepwater circulation by more than 40% by 2050, putting it on the path toward collapse. Reduced ocean circulation could lead to changes in global climate patterns, including increased temperatures in some regions and decreased temperatures in others. It could also lead to changes in ocean ecosystems, including decreased productivity and altered species distributions. And to changes in ocean chemistry, including decreased oxygen levels and increased acidity. These changes could have a negative impact on marine life, including coral reefs and other sensitive species. A litany of environmental disasters, species extinctions, and societal collapse is constantly talked about. Systems suffer ecosystem collapse, resource depletion, and increasing natural disasters. And worldviews suggest that human actions are too insignificant to have a lasting impact on the environment. The new myth/metaphor is that nature's wrath is punishing humanity for its carelessness and disregard, with increasing protests and activism against the supposed perpetrators, and mass migration leads to human conflict. In the growth scenario, technological advancements and economic growth lead to a future where oceans are protected and restored, despite the potential negative impacts of climate change. Technological advancements, economic growth, and environmental restoration become the litany of the day. Investment in systems such as renewable energy, sustainable practices, and innovative technologies have some effect, but not enough to avoid eventual collapse. Old habits and practices are dying hard. People still cling to the belief that the power of human ingenuity will overcome environmental challenges. And the myth/metaphor of humanity as a technological savior, using innovation to restore balance to the environment, is still strongly held even as collapse nears. So, what possible actions could we, or you, take to achieve the transformation scenario, and how might that affect you, your family, and your associates? Reduce pollution, implement and enforce strict regulations on industrial waste disposal, promote the use of eco-friendly products to mitigate plastic pollution, encourage proper waste management and recycling at the community level. Sustainable fishing practices, implement and enforce quotas to prevent overfishing. Advocate for the use of selective fishing gear to minimize bycatch. Support the establishment of marine protected areas, MPAs, to allow fish stocks to recover. Addressing climate change, advocate for the reduction of greenhouse gas emissions through renewable energy, energy efficiency, and transportation improvements. Preserve and restore coastal ecosystems like mangroves, which absorb CO2 and protect the coastline. Monitoring and research, support marine research projects to better understand ocean health and identify effective restoration measures. Monitor ocean health through global collaboration integrating Earth observation systems, remote sensing, and citizen science initiatives. Habitat restoration and protection, engage in coral reef restoration projects, such as planting coral fragments or deploying artificial reefs. Protect and restore seagrass meadows and other critical marine habitats. Public awareness and education, raise public awareness about the importance of ocean health through documentaries, social media campaigns, workshops, and community outreach programs. Educate people about the impact of their choices on the ocean, such as consuming sustainably sourced seafood and reducing plastic waste. Supporting sustainable industries, encourage the development of the blue economy, focusing on industries such as aquaculture, marine renewable energy, and ecotourism under sustainable practices. Support policies and incentives for companies to adopt environmentally friendly practices and technologies. International cooperation, strengthen global cooperation through treaties, agreements, and organizations such as the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea and the Intergovernmental Oceanographic Commission. Share knowledge, resources, and technology among countries to maximize the effectiveness of ocean restoration efforts. How might these actions then play out over the next 40 years? 2020 to 2030, implementation of ambitious climate policies and adoption of sustainable practices worldwide. 2030 to 2040, technological advancements lead to increased renewable energy use and decreased greenhouse gas emissions. 2040 to 2050, oceans show signs of recovery, with improved health, restored ecosystems, and stabilized sea levels. 2050 to 2060, long-term sustainability is achieved, ensuring the continued health and preservation of the world's oceans. In summary, to mitigate the detrimental effects on oceans, improved conservation and management practices are essential. These efforts include sustainable resource use, reduction of pollution, and the establishment of marine protected areas to maintain the health and resilience of our oceans for future generations. Are you ready to play your part? Brought to you by Dr. Mike Jackson at ResultsPlus.ai. Contact Mike for your dramatic and almost immediate performance improvement in ocean systems. He will be showing you how to improve all aspects of your system's performance, cost, income, productivity, and customer satisfaction by more than 30% in just 3 working weeks. Ask him to for the free 30-page full report on the future of oceans.